What's up guys, Coach MANdler here, Team Soul Patrol. Got a kick-ass total body workout routine for you today that's going to cover how you can build size, strength, explosiveness, and muscularity all at the same time in one foul swoop and one quick workout. But before I do that, I'm going to answer a couple quick Ask MANdler questions. So let's get started on number one. First one is a pretty simple one. This one comes from one Eric Timmons wanting to know, hey MANdler, how long are you going to keep that sweet porn stash? I like it, I dig it, you should keep it forever. Well, sorry to disappoint, buddy, but as you can see, I no longer have the porn stash. My Movember responsibilities are over, and seeing as the fact that the wife wasn't too pleased with how it looked, and because of that became the unshuckable oyster, I decided to take it off. You know what I mean? Primal urges took over, and well, you know how that works, buddy. So, sorry to disappoint. Be looking out for it next year at the same time. I can promise you I will do it again. Now, the second Ask MANdler question that I got for you today, and the one that's more pertaining to the subject matter at hand, is going to be from one Store Natura. Sorry if I butchered your name, buddy. Remember, I'm just an educated meathead from down south. He wants to know, hey coach, simple question for you. How would you put together a full body training routine? Well, first off, you can get kick-ass gains from doing full body training routines. There's a lot of Olympic lifters out there that use it exclusively and look insanely jacked, ripped, shredded, and they're strong and explosive as hell to back it up. But they also train usually a couple hours a day on a regular basis throughout the week. And most people that do full body training routines do them because they can't devote the time and energy to get into the gym on a consistent enough basis to follow a traditional split, whether that be upper lower, push pull, or whatever it might be. So what I would do is this: if you're going to do full body training routines and get great gains for them, follow these 4 tips I got for you today. And I'll make sure to give you a kick-ass routine after these 4 tips. I'll be quick with it. Number 1, focus on hitting all of the big movement patterns, and we'll go over them, you know, in the actual training routine, and I'll actually take you through them as well and give you some tips. 2, focus on training economy. You know, that kind of feeds into 1 about hitting the main movement patterns, but when you go with training economy, the whole mindset is this: you want to do exercises that give you the biggest bang for your buck. So think, you know, multi-joint compound movements instead of single muscle isolation movements. Get you more work, more time under tension, and more muscle groups than just one muscle group that you do, okay? So for that, just think bench press instead of cable crossovers. Rule number 3, start with strength and explosiveness, work your way then into muscular endurance and hypertrophy, and finish off, if you want to, with some cardiovascular work, some aerobic work, if you will. The reason we do that is because we have a general understanding of our body's metabolic pathways, our energy systems, and we know that when our bodies are fresh, when our nervous system is fresh, we want to plug in our strength and explosiveness work there so we can get our performance gains. After that energy system is spin up, we work into our muscular endurance hypertrophy work, and then when even that is all wasted away, you know, the glycogen stores are emptied out, then we can work into aerobic cardiovascular work if that's your thing. That will give you performance gains with strength and explosiveness, as well as muscular endurance and hypertrophy gains for the aesthetic portion, so you can look good while being able to kick ass. And rule number 4, this one's pretty simple: keep it high intensity. You're gonna see after I do my core lift of the day, which is something I'll rotate between upper and lower, deadlift and squat for lower, bench press and overhead press possibly for upper. After I do that core movement, what I'm gonna do is all circuit training. The reason I do circuits and do them in a total body format as well as an upper-lower circuit format throughout the routine is because I want to be able to get the biggest bang for my buck, not just for putting tension on muscle fibers throughout my body to build muscle and strength and muscular endurance, but also so I can get that metabolic effect that training high intensity with interval training can deliver. That will allow me to not just build muscle, increase strength, and strength endurance, but also burn more fat so that I can look good while being able to kick ass. So what I'm gonna do for you now is pretty simple. I'm gonna put all of these rules into play by taking you through a total body routine that I did the other day. Try it out for yourself. Let me know how it goes for you. And if you have any questions that you want me to answer personally for you, then be sure to ask those Ask Mandler questions in the comments section below. All right, as I mentioned, one of the rules, I always start with a strength or speed-based, explosive-based movement, whether it be upper or lower, always cycle in between. Today I'm doing front squats with about a 2-3 second pause. If I weren't doing this on another lower day, I'd probably do a heavy deadlift, and if I were doing upper instead, I would do either a bench press or an overhead press. But today we got lower, so it landed on a front pause squat for some heavy work there. After that, I always stick with doing an upper and lower combined circuit. And here, you're really going to start seeing what I talk about with focusing on hitting all the main movement patterns of human movement. Okay, so this is going to be an overhead movement. And after I do that, I'm going to stick with a row. All right, that's going to be a completely different movement pattern, and it's going to hit a different muscle group. From there, I go into doing kind of like an RDL slash deadlift, partial deadlift, but ultimately, right after doing that core movement, I always stick with a total body circuit. So thus far, we've hit a strength, power-based movement with our core lift, and have hit a ton of muscle fibers by addressing our total body with these different movement patterns. All different muscle groups, a lot of time under tension for more muscle growth, muscular and strength endurance, and a little bit of a metabolic effect here. After doing that total body circuit, I'm going to hit an upper body circuit, this time again changing the movement patterns. This one is going to be a dumbbell floor press, which is a different plane of movement. Okay, we did the overhead press, which hits the vertical plane of movement. This is going to be a horizontal plane of movement. So again, different movement patterns are going to hit different muscle groups, and we're trying to hit as many muscle groups as possible. Doing that, matching up with a lot of time under tension, good amount of weight, is going to give you the adaptations that you're looking for. Strength, size, endurance, muscularity comes with you keeping that heart rate up. And again, here with the pull-ups, I'm hitting a different plane of movement. All right, the rows in the total body circuit that I did earlier, that's going to hit more of the horizontal plane of movement. But with these pull-ups, it's going to be more vertical plane of movement. So again, by hitting different movement patterns through different planes of movement, you're going to be addressing different muscle groups. Hitting as many as possible is our goal. That's what gives you the most bang for your buck. And after that upper circuit, I always do some type of lower circuit. Again, hitting different movement patterns. This one is going to be a simple back extension, which is going to address more of the posterior chain, just hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Holding the weight up like that will get you a little bit of upper back recruitment as well. And from there, I like doing some type of stability ball complex. Here I'm doing just a simple stability ball curl, which is going to be just a leg flexion exercise. Okay, you can either do this, or if you have a glute ham raise, even better doing those. This is just something I figured because I'm in a kind of a shitty gym, that was the best option available. But going from there, I hit a different movement pattern, which is going to be simple hip extension. So I've got hip flexion and hip extension with these bridges, which at this point covers all the main movements that I want to focus on for building muscle and increasing strength in my lower body. And after that, I always like doing some type of functional strongman type movement. All right, so here we're just doing some dumbbell farmer's walks. Just pick up the heaviest pair of dumbbells you find, take them for a little ride. Okay, nothing crazy, about 75 to 100 feet. Keep your upper back tight. These are going to be great for increasing core strength, increasing size of your traps, give you those mountains for traps that you want. And overall, and more importantly for all you men out there that want to carry on as men, it's going to give you a big ass pair of meat hook forearms with a strong and respectable grip that will result in a firm handshake instead of that dead fish that so many men are plagued with today. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the tips and routine inside today's video breakdown, then let me know by hitting the like button. That way I know exactly what you're looking to be hooked up with. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the free kick-ass tips and routines I'm going to be hooking you up with in the future. And be sure to pick up your free training guide that I call the Muscle Building Blueprint by simply clicking on that button right there. When you do, I'll take you to the next page, which gives you a written breakdown of every module inside this free gift, as well as what you need to do in order to get it free of charge. Look, all you got to do is click on the button, enter your email address, and I'll email it to you without you spending a single penny. It's a great free gift that will give you a good idea of how to train and how to program to get great gains in size, strength, explosiveness, and muscularity all at the same time. Completely free of charge. Just click on that button. I'll take you to the next page, which breaks it all down for you. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.